you want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, Ufuk. Yeah, obviously not the news you wanted with Alex Rufer. Did that come as a bit of a surprise that his injury was that severe?
Yes and no. I think the way he came off after that challenge, it didn't look good, but obviously we can't tell until we get a scan. I think it's very disappointing for Alex, and also very disappointing for us to lose our captain. And also because he's been, I think he's been playing some really good football. I think he's been very integral in that role with Clayton Lewis as well, and the success that we've had in our previous games. So, it's a big loss for us at the end of the day. Like I said, very, very disappointed for Alex, but opportunities grow from these type of injuries for other players.
Yeah, you have young Jackson Manuel with the squad. Would you also look at signing a replacement player for him?
We're going through that process now. What we can do. It's not easy to find a player off contract who hasn't signed a deal, and generally those players haven't played a lot of football. So is it worth bringing in a player that hasn't played a lot of football, and then we still have to work with them to get them to a certain point, or do we just rely on the players that we have here? So at the moment, we're going through that process to see what we can do.
Does an injury replacement have to be of the same nationality as the player they're replacing?
No.
Okay. And just in terms of injuries, Oscar and Reno have been out. Where are those two guys? Are they available for this
Oscar's still 4 weeks away. Reno won't be available for the weekend, hopefully for the game after.
So the team probably picks itself this weekend, I imagine.
Well, I think we've got just the right amount of players to make a squad this week. So we'll go with the numbers that we have.
Cool, thanks.
Hey, Ufuk, Luke here from Newside, mate. Hope you're well. I'm sure you saw the news about Australians and other people from Australia being able to come back to New Zealand. That was announced yesterday. How soon do you want to get home, and you boys want to play here?
Look, I think at the moment, Domi and Gilly are working with APL with the draw. I'm hoping we should find out some information today or tomorrow about what the draw will look like. To be honest, we don't have a lot of home games left for us this season, but we're trying to make it work where we can get at least 3 games back in New Zealand. When that will be, I'm not too sure, because there's obviously a process of the players being here and getting all the visas and everything sorted for these players that are currently here. But look, we want to come back. I think the boys will be ecstatic to come back and play in Wellington and maybe a game in Auckland as well. But once we have a better picture of what it looks like for us, I'm hoping we get back sooner rather than later.
Because we saw last year, and I guess purely from a coach and player and I guess momentum basis, how important were those 2 games, back here in Auckland and Wellington last season?
Oh, very good. We were close to making the top 6. It was a great occasion to come back and play in front of our home fans. That's something that we've dearly missed the last 2 seasons. For us, like I said, we're working with the APL at the moment to make it work so we can get some home games back in New Zealand. Then it's very important for us the boys have missed playing in front of their own fans. It's been a long time since we've done that. So, I think the players will be ecstatic once we have an idea of what it looks like.
Thanks, mate.
Ufuk, Nigel here. Just wanting to know, with regards to the midfield, have you decided who you are going to play in that position? When we spoke to Josh earlier in the week, he even though he didn't really say it out and out, he did seem kind of excited at the prospect of maybe sliding forward. Have you made a decision there?
Yeah, we made a decision of what we're going to work with. Like I said, we don't have a massive luxury of selection at the moment with the players, but I have a belief in my players, and I always look at the glass half full, mate. So, like I said, we don't want any injuries to occur to any players, especially long-term injuries like we have with Alex at the moment. But opportunities arise with these sort of occasions where players get an opportunity to showcase what they can do. We've had some young boys here that haven't had game time, and this is an opportunity to show what they can actually do and go out there and perform. So, yeah, look, we'll have to adapt some players into certain different roles. It might not be something they're accustomed to, but I think they're good enough to adapt.
Are you willing to give us any names?
I think you'll get some information on Brenton maybe on Friday and game day.
Overall, you had that great wee unbeaten run snapped. How confident, though, that this team has got the mental fortitude, given that you are short-staffed, to be able to bounce back and get the W on Friday night, or tomorrow night, I should say?
Like I said, for me, the players need to look at it as an opportunity that they haven't had previously with the group. So the guys that haven't played, it's a great opportunity for them. I have a total belief in my players and the way that we set up and the way that we play. Sometimes you can perform very well and still lose games, but as long as they go out there and try to apply what we do and how we do things, regardless of the result, like I said, it's a great opportunity to show what they can do.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good evening, Michael Burgess here. Just with this idea of possibly coming home, I know you and the group have had your hopes raised before with some false dawns. How confident are you that this will actually happen this time round?
I think we're fairly confident that we will get back and play some games. Will it be similar to maybe to last season where we get 2 games? I'm actually happy to get those 2 games back at home. For us, like I said, we've dearly missed having that opportunity to play in front of our home fans. I'm hoping that the fans have missed us as well. Hopefully we're having a strong run towards the back end of the season that will give us that lift as well, playing back at home. So look, at the moment, we're working, like I said, with the APL to make it work for us to get back and play there, and I hope that comes to fruition.
And just on the All White scenario, I know it's tricky for you. How did those conversations go with Danny Hay and about what players would be released and for how long, etc.?
So currently the boys that are over there will miss this game. Then they'll be back for the game against Perth, and then Payne will be the one only away, and he'll most likely miss 2 games. So look, at the end of the day, it's one of those ones where we could have made life difficult for each other, but we had to find the solution of how we can make it work. So for me, I want the All Whites to qualify as well, because it's a great opportunity for our boys to qualify and play in a World Cup and be exposed to that level as well. And at the same time, I'm trying to do a job for Wellington Phoenix and then get results and make the top 6 as well. So it was a bit of a balance of trying to make it work and how we could best make it work for both parties. Look, at the end of the day, it's not the greatest scenario. Obviously, having Bally suspended, a couple of players injured, and then we're low on. Not when I say low on numbers, but we are low on numbers because the squad will pick itself, to be honest, this week. But look, it's another challenge, and it's a challenge that this team will I think embrace. It's another hurdle that we need to get over, and I'm sure the players will be up for it. And
just on Tim Payne, how do you think he's gone with his adjustment from central defence to right fullback?
Yeah, look, I think Payne played there the first season for us as a right back. Now we've got Scotty in there. I think it was a lot easier to push him out to the right hand side. Payne is an explosive player. It's still going to take him time to adapt. It's a different role where he needs to go up and down a lot more. But look, I think he does a great job as a right back going forward, and also defensively for us, he's an important player in that role. Look, I don't think it'll take him time. I think he's done well in the game that he's played so far, and I think we can. He's going to go away and he's going to miss 2 games, but at the end of the day, I think we can squeeze a lot more out of Payne as well.
Thanks, you.
Well, could I just ask about your front 4 this week? Is Gary Hooper ready to start after coming back from injury?
Yeah, Hoops will be okay to start. The question will be how long he will go. That's the question for me at the moment. But at the moment, he trained all week, so he's looking good, and I know he wants to be involved. So we'll start Hoops, and we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, because what are the options for like the 10 roles? I guess with Ben Old away as well, and without Reno and without Oscar, I mean that you're probably just as light there as you are central midfield.
I think we're a little bit light everywhere at the moment, but like I said, we've got the young boys that need to step up. Look, we've got Jimmy coming back as well, which gives us the opportunity to push Suts in as a 10. Previously, he's played in that role, so he understands the role. Like I said, players are going to have to adapt this week. They might be playing out of position. And like I said, it is what it is. It's 11v11. We go out there and we play. Because
this is really going to test your depth. I don't know if you've ever had a scenario in your coaching career where you've had a squad so depleted. I mean, do you still think you can put a team out there that can get a result against the Jets?
Look, I always believe in my players, regardless of who starts. The good thing about us is our game doesn't change by the opposition. We still play the way that we're going to play and find solutions in the way that we want to play. So for me, whether it's player A or player B at the moment, like I said, it's an opportunity for the players, and like I said, it's another hurdle that we need to overcome. It is what it is, Philip. We can't change the scenario at the moment, so the players need to step up and embrace the occasion.
Yeah, you didn't try hide Ben Old's passport last weekend. Were there any conversations that you had with your Whites potentially about actually keeping some of those players behind?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. We brought players over here. Like I said, we've got 13 academy players currently in the squad, and we rely on the academy heavily. And like I said, we look at it as an opportunity for players that haven't had game time to actually showcase what they can do. And why
just confirming, you haven't brought any other academy players over this week?
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All good.
Questions? Cool. I think we're done.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Ufuk. Much appreciated.
All right, you guys.
All the best tomorrow.